Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Mike. Today I want to talk about Craigslist. Now I've done some videos before about Craigslist, but if you've advertised on them for the purpose of earning an income, then you know that they constantly change the rules. And so that's a site you really have to be, on your toes with. So I have some things I wanted to tell you about, that could help you when you post. The first thing I want to do is talk about ghosting. I don't get any of my ads ghosted anymore. I'm going on now about 6 or 8 weeks, between 6 to 8 weeks, and none of the ads have gotten ghosted. So these are some tips for you to help prevent your ads from getting ghosted. First, I find that image ads are much better. First of all, Craigslist can't read what your image says, obviously. So you have a lot more freedom to write what you want to write in your ad if it's an image. Now, I have some videos that show you how to create clickable image ads. It's actually pretty easy. There's also an awesome tool called Craigslist Ad Tracker, which allows you to not only create a clickable image ad, but also have a tracker code in that ad. So then you'll know how many people are clicking on your ad, how many, how effective your ads are, and whether or not your ads are actually going live. Because Craigslist, if you don't know what ghosting is, Craigslist will tell you your ad is live, but it really isn't. So that's the first thing. I don't do any written ads anymore. They're all image ads. The next thing is your headlines, your titles. This is very important because I believe that the reason why my ads were getting ghosted in the past had to do with what I was putting in those titles. So these are the things you want to do. First, do not put anything that says work at home, work from home, work online, work on the internet, work on the web, internet marketing, affiliate marketing, at-home marketing. Don't put anything like that. Let's say another. This is a good one. When I first started posting on Craigslist, I used to use the expression "excellent pay." Now, excellent pay converted. I'm sorry, I'm a little. I'm very tired, so I'm having a hard time speaking right now. I'm sorry about that. It is getting late. I've had a really long day, so I apologize. I'm kind of babbling on here. Let me try to speak a little clearer. When I first started posting on Craigslist, I used to put the term excellent pay, excellent income in my headlines. And when I did that, I always made sales. I would get the biggest response, the most people, the most leads. It always worked. And then suddenly, my ads started getting ghosted. I realized that excellent pay, that combination, I couldn't put up anymore. Now, what I believe happens is that Craigslist has these bots, these internet bots, these computer bots, whatever they have. It's some kind of, system they have that seeks out ads and looks for certain things they don't like. What it's kind of like the United States' spy program. These are the drones and they fly over looking for things. So if you write the wrong thing, your ad is spot by these bots, and that's what could cause your ads not to go live. So you have to be very careful in what you write. It also depends on what section you're writing in. If you're doing anything in the job section, make sure the title sounds like a job. Be very careful as to what you write in that title. And if you do that, between that and clickable image ads, your ads aren't going to get ghosted. I mean, for me to go on between 6 to 8 weeks now without one of them getting ghosted, that's a pretty good thing. The other thing about an image ad is that they convert better. People like to see the images. So if you create nice professional looking image ads, that could really help you. And it also helps in this regard. I just posted an ad in New York City, a paid ad. And within 2 hours, I had 200 people click on that ad, which means my click-through rate was at 100% with 200 people who actually clicked on that ad to go to my site. What if I didn't have that as a clickable image ad? That means it's very possible 200 people would have emailed me. You know, that's a lot of emails to have to deal with. So having an ad that's clickable, that goes right to your own website, will save you a hell of a lot of time. You know, and it helps automate the process. And when you're working at home, that's the biggest goal. You know, people who work at home, that their mission is to work less hours and get more pay. So that's a way of doing it. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about today is something that I've discovered, and this is a big warning to anybody who posts on Craigslist. You may already have discovered this, or you may not even know it exists. But I've discovered this because it happened to me 3 times, and by the time, you know, when it happens a 3rd time, you kind of look at things and say, okay, something's wrong here. For the past 2 weeks now, I've been unable to post on Craigslist. As a matter of fact, I've been unable to post any ads anywhere. I had to work on some things, some big projects, so I was focused on that. You know, I had to manage my time well, and I just did not have time to post ads. Well, that cost me. I finally got back on schedule, and as I went to go post my ads on Craigslist, they were being blocked. Now, there should be no reason for this. I don't abuse the system. I only post one ad once every 48 hours. Now I have 2 separate accounts on 2 separate computers, 2 separate email addresses, 2 separate IPs, 2 separate phone numbers. Totally 2 separate accounts. This problem happened on both accounts on the same day. How's that possible? That's not a coincidence. That means something happened. They started blocking my ads for a reason. Now, the first time this happened to me, it was around the time I started doing online marketing. And I made sales, and I was excited and happy, you know. I thought, oh, you know, I'm on my way, this is great. And then suddenly my sales just died completely. And then I started to have trouble with Craigslist, you know, between them ghosting my ads and, you know, ads not going through, being blocked or flagged or whatever it may be. And I was getting frustrated. I started to doubt that I could make money in this business. So I took a break. I had to step back. So I didn't post anything for about 2 months. And as a matter of fact, I wasn't even involved in online marketing for about 2 months. I just kind of pushed it aside. I had to come up with a new strategy, a new plan, you know, decide what I was going to focus on. In any case, when I returned, my account was closed. You know, they just closed it. Yeah, I wasn't doing anything I shouldn't have. But, you know, I followed the rules. I had a consistent pattern. And that's what I want to get to. Consistent pattern. I believe that Craigslist, their little bots, watches your pattern. And if you suddenly change that pattern, that sets the radar off. And I believe that's what happened to me. The first time I didn't post for 2 months, they thought, well, he was posting, you know, every single day. Well, something's up here. Close my account. These last 2 accounts, I didn't post for 2 weeks. I was consistently posting every other day. And suddenly now, for 2 weeks, I didn't post anything. And somehow Craigslist bots were like, oh, something's up here. Block his ads. Don't let him post. The only ads that I was able to actually post were the ones that I already had posted. So I was still allowed to repost, but I was not able to put anything new. And I tried everything. I put, you know, written ads with no URL. I made really simple ads, you know, that said nothing, you know, at all, you know. Nothing I put, you know, or I should say nothing I wrote went through. So, this is unfortunate because if you're like me, when you go on vacation, you go on vacation. I don't work, I don't think about work, I don't care what it is. It's out of my mind. You know, I like to really enjoy my vacations and really enjoy that time. When I used to work at this warehouse job, crappy warehouse job, that Friday before my vacation, as I was walking out, I would feel the weight lift off me. I would get excited, I'd run into my truck, I'd speed out of there, and I'd forget I even worked there. And then for that week, I never thought about work. Never thought about any of it. Didn't think about going back, nothing. And even my first couple of hours back at work, I was, you know, relaxed and calm and nothing could bother me, and I almost had a smile to my face. You know, and then after a day working there, that was just completely gone, and it was almost as if I didn't have a vacation. So, well, I can say I don't miss that anymore. So, if you're going to post on Craigslist, just remember to be consistent, you know, even when you're on vacation. It's unfortunate that they do this. Quite honestly, I wish Craigslist wasn't the site to go to. You know, they make life hell for people, you know, who are in this business. They really do. But unfortunately, you know, we need them. You know, that a lot of leads come from that site, you know, more so than most. So you just got to be consistent. Really important. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.